Representative Lauren Boebert is defending the 2004 arrest of her husband for indecent exposure. So now, she has written a memoir, which, isn't she supposed to be, I don't know, legislating, serving her constituents? But no, I got time to write a memoir. Okay, whatever. Now, in that memoir, she had wrote about the situation with her husband. Now, her husband, back in 2004, again, was arrested at a bowling alley for indecent exposure to a minor. But in her memoir, she writes that Jason, her husband, actually never exposed himself in a bowling alley bar in 2004. Despite, of course, being arrested, pleading guilty, serving jail time for public indecency and lewd exposure. But he never did it, though. Of course, right. Sure. Now, even better, she decides to blame the bartender, the 17-year-old whom he exposed himself to. She wrote, she and Jason weren't officially married at the time and had been trying to bond that night with her stepfather. They got to chatting over drinks, and the female bartender had heard what a catch she would be. Ah, yes. That's totally believable. Absolutely. Wow, look at that. Jason Boebert's friends even teased her by saying that he had gotten a great tattoo in a private area, which allegedly made her curious. So then she had pressed Jason to show it to her right there at the bar. This is all Boebert's words. Sure. Okay. Yep. I believe that. Yeah. Oh, that sounds very, very plausible that had happened. About as believable as Boebert driving the entire circumference of the earth while trying to campaign for office in Colorado. But there is more to this sordid tale. After first ignoring her, Boebert writes, he acted like he was going to unzip his pants after having too much to drink. The bowling alley owner then tried to kick him out afterwards, but he didn't want to leave. The two argued, and Jason threw a basket of fries at the owner. Basket of fries! What a catch. What a catch. Now, the New York Post last year reported that Jason Boebert had exposed himself to two women, one who was underage, at the bowling alley, and that Lauren, whose last name was then Roberts, was also there at the time. The two women gave statements in the police report that Jason said he had a tattoo on his penis, private parts, and then exposed it to them. They told the owner of the bowling alley, who then called law enforcement. In her book, Boebert does not explain where she was when the incident happened, but acknowledges that he was arrested for indecent exposure to a minor because, again, she was 17. He then took a plea deal instead of, in her words, fighting for his influence in court. I'm sorry, innocence in court. I said influence. I don't know why. Quote, he knew the truth, and the truth was he didn't do what he was accused of, she wrote. Well, okay, hold on here. It literally, he took it out and showed her the tattoo and was arrested for it, all of that. Again, that's exactly what he did. So, and look, by the way, she had been a minor at the time. And even if she hadn't been a minor, he still exposed himself in a public place where you shouldn't be exposing yourself at all. Again, finally, let's look at the absurd argument, right? That, hey, look, they really just wanted to see his cool tattoo. The one that was on his penis. Let me clue you in, guys. Okay? There's only one reason why people get a tattoo on their penis. So that they have a reason to show it off. I'm just saying. I mean, again, this is my opinion. I think that people who do that, who get the tattoo there, just really ultimately want to show people their penis. and say, oh, I know, I got an excuse. I'll get a tattoo there, and then I'll preface it with saying, oh, hey, look, I got a super cool tattoo, but it happens to be on my junk. And then I'll trick them into seeing my junk. And then maybe they'll be so impressed with seeing my junk that they'll have sex with me. I mean, you know it. You know it. Like the one guy from CNN. That's Jeffrey Toobin. Yeah, he was showing his Toobin. Now, finally, she then goes on to attack the left for not applauding Jason Boebert for eventually learning his lesson and his mistakes. You know, the mistakes that he didn't actually allegedly do, according to her. Here's what she wrote. He knew the truth, and the truth was he didn't do what he was accused of. But the entire experience opened Jason's eyes to the reality that he needed the alcohol and anger management classes that came with the plea deal. So hold on, he learned from the mistake that you're saying that he didn't make. Is that it? Is that what you're saying? Is this like, this feels like pretzel logic? That he didn't actually do the thing that he was arrested for, that he admitted that he'd done, that he had pled guilty for and served time for, and that the people that had witnessed him do that thing. But he says, no, I didn't do it. She says, no, he didn't do it. Even though everyone else, the witnesses, said he absolutely did it. But then he learned from that mistake of the thing that he didn't actually do, and therefore, why is the left criticizing me and him? Doesn't make any sense. And understand, like, that kind of pretzel logic. There are some people out there that hear this and go, nailed it. She's absolutely right. No. Why would you lie about these things? Why would you lie about these things? Why would you not be honest? But again, unfortunately, that's who Lauren Boebert is. She can't help but lie about herself and her family and her situation. And it's always someone else's fault. They never take personal responsibility.